Well, hello. I'm Dorothy Clyde. Welcome back to the 80s.
We're here today in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it feels like it's about 150 degrees out. Right now, we're about 10 minutes from the Strip, and the reason why we're over here is to check out this place, Back to the 80s Cafe. Now, I've seen pictures of this place online. There is a lot of cool 80s memorabilia to check out, so let's do it. Now you get hit with the 80s awesomeness before you even get inside, because out front they have their version of the Ghostbusters car. And all the windows are decked out with some of your favorite 80s artists like David Bowie and Madonna, and of course, the greatest of all time, Prince. And I just noticed on the back of the car they have their logo, which looks really cool. I wonder if this actually runs and if they drive around Vegas promoting the cafe. That would be awesome. As soon as you walk through the door, you're instantly greeted by a Zoltar Machine, and is this kind of weird? I still get a little creeped out whenever I see one of these. Am I the only one? I don't know. Anyways, some Ghostbusters stuff on the wall, and then you are also greeted by this life-size or close to life-size ET statue. And there is just so much to see in here. Everywhere you look, there's something else to look at. Got some autographed pictures up here, and then we'll move into the main dining room, and how cool is this? Check out these tables. So awesome. And like I said, just everywhere you look, there's something to see. And on the counter, they've got some different candies that you can purchase. They've got bubble tape and Fun Dip and Now and Laters, some Back to the Future 2 sunglasses, lots of cool stuff. All right, we'll move back over here to the posters. I used to have that Breakfast Club one. V, you don't see that too often. And how cool is this Alf poster? I've never seen this before. Not too sure how good the camera's picking it up because of the glare, but really cool poster. Now this is probably my favorite section so far. They've got some framed Pee Wee Herman pictures and then a life-size Pee Wee Herman cutout. Looks like it's maybe from Pee Wee's Big Holiday. A little bit of an older Pee Wee Herman, but really cool. Love this section. And then right below Pee Wee, they've got a bunch of board games that you can play. Got some 80s style art over here by the bathrooms. And then the bathroom doors are completely decked out in scratch and sniff stickers. Keep scratching till you smell something. And of course, it wouldn't be a proper 80s hangout without a couple of arcade games. They've got Zaxxon and Miss Pac-Man, and they are fully operational. And like I said, I keep discovering new things. There's stuff to look at everywhere. Right here, they got a bunch of Pogs, and then some baseball cards for sale. Not sure if you can purchase the Pogs or if those are to play, but cool that they have them. Some Gremlins merchandise for sale. Over here, they got a bunch of Back to the Future stuff. I mean, I could really spend hours in here pointing out every little thing. This is just kind of a quick overview. I'll let you get a little sneak peek of the menu here. They have a Doc Brown burger, a Risky Business, Smokey and the Bandit, Andre the Giant, a Culture Club sandwich, a Paul Rubens sandwich, a lot of cleverly named food items, and I think this is just part of the menu. I think they actually have more than what you see here. Some more autographed pictures. Okay, now this has got to be my favorite section. They've got a full Garbage Pail Kids area with some of the original folders and some framed original series cards. So cool. I love this. And they even have one of those old rides that you would find outside of a grocery store or a drugstore or inside Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, these were everywhere back in the day. And who remembers this machine? it would be full of eggs, and you would put in your quarter or 50 cents and you would get an egg with a prize in it. And I just noticed going all around this entryway is a bunch of old VHS tapes. I didn't even notice that before. That's what I'm talking about. Just, I keep discovering new stuff. Yep, like this clock. I didn't even notice that this clock is from Another 48 Hours. Now this side is the bar section, and I think this is where they do the karaoke and just a bunch more cool stuff to see. They've got Jason and Freddy ready to play laser tag. Bunch of horror characters here. And check out these bar stools. I think these are bar stools. Really cool. Got some blacklight artwork on the wall. Michael Jackson, David Bowie. Got a little mini TV wall playing some old 80s commercials and different videos. Really cool in here. Great vibe. I really love it. And here is Prince. And then Madonna. Beetlejuice hiding out in the corner. Old Nintendo Power Pad. Got a, looks like a homemade cherry, and then a Pee-wee doll and a homemade conky. And then it's sitting on top of an old photo booth, which is really awesome. I wonder if this is functional. Oh, got someone creeping around the corner here. Awesome arcade sign. Check this out, a life-size Operation game. And you can see right here, they have Thrifty's ice cream. Not just the sign, but they actually sell the ice cream here as well. If you find yourself in Las Vegas, you definitely have to check out the Back to the 80s Cafe. You'll never run out of cool stuff to look at. All right, that's going to do it for the Back to the 80s Cafe, at least for now. But like I said, so much to see. You never know what you're going to find. Like this right here. That's right, proud supporters of 80s life. Awesome. Our next location brings us to Las Vegas Boulevard, which is a bit congested right now. There's a lot of traffic. And we are just south of the Strip. You can see Mandalay Bay right there. But we are here to check out the Pinball Hall of Fame, which I didn't even know about. We were just driving by and I saw this and I was like, whoa, we have got to check that out. You can see they've got a really cool sign, and the building itself looks really cool as well. For some reason, it kind of reminds me of an old drive-in movie theater. Now, really quick, before we move forward, I just want to show you that I did come back at night to check out the sign after dark, and I'm really glad I did. You can see the sign looks really cool, all lit up at night. And the building itself also looks really cool. Obviously, you can't even tell during the day that the letters are outlined in neon. Okay, back to the video. So this place is full of pinball machines and old arcade games, and according to their website, they all cost either 25 or 50 cents to play. So let's check it out. Wow, this place is huge. There are so many games in here. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Right off the bat, again, we are greeted by a Zoltar Machine. I think it must be coming for me. All right, so let's check out some of these games. You got a Nightmare on Elm Street pinball machine. That's cool. Now again, there are so many games in here. I'm sure there's a lot that I'm going to skip over. There's just so much to see. So again, just a kind of quick overview. X-Files. And I think some of these are newer machines. Some are vintage. Terminator 3. I would have never even guessed that they would have a Terminator 3 pinball machine. I remember the Terminator 2 pinball machine, but yeah, didn't know about this one. Addams Family, that's cool. Star Wars. Now this is really cool. I just always loved all the cool stuff you would find inside the pinball machines, but I guess that's what makes them so cool. You got a KISS pinball machine, but it's currently being worked on. Tron, that's a really memorable game. They got some of the classics here, Miss Pac-Man, Space Invaders. Now this is pretty interesting. A pinball machine for the Flintstones movie, which I would have never thought they would have made one for, and also one for Last Action Hero. So I guess they made pinball machines for a lot of stuff that I would have never thought they would have made one for. They got some more classics over here, Miss Pac-Man, and one of my personal favorites, Centipede. I've talked before about how I used to play this all the time on my lunch break at work. I always really enjoyed playing Centipede. Wow, I have not seen an off-road machine in a really long time. Here's another definite arcade classic, the Ninja Turtles game. And another game that we've talked about in one of my previous videos, Dragon's Lair. Now here's the one I was talking about, the Terminator 2 pinball machine. I knew about this one, just did not know about the Terminator 3. Another arcade classic, The Simpsons. Ah yes, the Guns N' Roses pinball machine. Now I had a friend that was a huge Guns N' Roses fan, and he found out that they had this machine at an arcade deep in LA, close to downtown, and him and I took the bus all the way down there just so he could play this machine. So seeing this brings back some memories. Another one of my personal favorites, Paperboy. Now, I mostly played this on Nintendo, but I know I occasionally played it at the arcade. There's actually a video that I've shown before of me playing this at a Round Table Pizza. Marble Madness was another one of my favorites. However, I've never played the arcade version, only played it on Nintendo. Area 51 was another great one. Now, I had no idea that there was a Q*bert pinball machine, but one of my favorite games to play on Atari. Now, check this out. Spring Break, the pinball machine. So cool. Oh, they've got a Spuds MacKenzie style dog in there. Here's another great one. Obviously a takeoff of Miami Vice. Got some pink and blue flamingos on the side. They've got the ultimate skateboarding arcade game, 720. Now, I was more of a Skate or Die fan, but I think 720 ruled at the arcade. And then everybody's favorite game, Punch-Out!, which I never played at the arcade. And Frogger was another one of my favorites. Mostly played it on Atari, but played it in the arcade from time to time. And another one of my all-time favorites is Tetris, but I don't think I ever played that in the arcade. Always just on Nintendo. They got the Miss Pac-Man and Galaga combo. And, oh, Burger Time. So many of my favorite games in here. I used to play that constantly on Atari. Now check this out. This is so cool. I think this is a newer machine, but this Batman pinball game is so awesome. Look at this thing. Now, I don't think you're going to be able to see it because of the reflection, but there's a little mini TV in here that's playing Batman episodes. So awesome. Now, I'm guessing this must be a fan favorite because they advertised this on their sign outside, the Rush pinball machine. Space Jam, and then, oh, right next to that, Ghostbusters, which I would like to show you up close, but somebody's playing it at the moment. We'll come back in a few minutes. Remember these? I have not seen one of these in forever, but these used to be in every restaurant, every pizza place. This was the love tester. You would grab onto that handle, and then it would tell you if you were hot or not. Man, have not seen one of these in forever. Here's another one that I would have never guessed that they made, the Demolition Man pinball machine. Okay, so my son said there was two pinball machines that he had to play before we leave, and one of them is Ghostbusters. So that's good because now we can get an up-close look at this machine. Now, I think this is my son's first time really playing pinball. I know he played a couple of times when he was really little, but now being a bit older, this is his first time. This machine is so cool. There's even a little Stay Puft Marshmallow Man up here dancing. So much awesome stuff in here. Now, the other machine that he had to play is the Batman game. Now, I think from this angle, you can get a better look at that little TV. Oh, it moves. Now, you probably can't hear it because it's really quiet, but there's also some of the original narration from the TV show. All right, well, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Now I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my vacation. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.